Dyer's Daily.
So in case you didn't know, I am a huge fan of the American comedian Jack Benny, who was an absolutely amazing comedian and incredibly brave, because one thing he was famous for doing was leaving a pause in between lines. And these pauses were really long. And certainly when he came to the UK, we didn't always react in the way that he expected to those pauses, but believe me, those pauses were genius. Go and search it out on YouTube and the various radio stations that are still playing his shows, although it's less prominent on there. Now, my reason for mentioning Jack Benny once again on one of my podcasts is because recently I attended the International Jack Benny Virtual Convention, which was a weekend of programming via Zoom for fans of Jack Benny. And I must say, I wanted to say how much I enjoyed it. There was interviews with family members, people who'd worked with Jack, and just fan appraisal of his work. And as far as I know, it was the first time that they had done it virtually like this. Now, obviously, it was held in America by several people who were kind of hosting the entire thing. And so it was a little bit later. It sort of started for me around 5 p.m. and I was awake sometimes till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning because I could not stop watching. I absolutely loved it. And I can't wait for Zach Eastman, who was one of the people involved in this Festival of Benny, to finish the wonderful videos of these interviews. There was some really interesting stuff. Go and look up the career of Stuart Caning, right? I had no idea. I knew him as that guy who played violin and basically started the Benny Allen feud of the 1930s onwards. He is so much more than that. I could not believe it. I was open. My eyes were open, basically. Loads of times during that weekend. I loved it. Do go and check out the International Jack Benny Fan Club website if you're a fan of Benny or just vintage comedy, because like I said, he's one of my favorites of all time. And it happened actually around Valentine's Day, which was the day that he was born, so it all tied in rather nicely, and hopefully one day soon they will do another one, and I for one look forward to it.
Dyer's Daily.